When players get bored in DayZ, they can get up to some really stupid stuff. Now this could range from force feeding freshies with gasoline to walking on a bridge you know you probably shouldn't. And this video is no exception, cause today we're gonna try to survive in DayZ by only looting other players. Now the rules are pretty simple. Number 1, I'm not allowed to loot anything unless it's a player. And number 2, no player is allowed to give me anything. If I want that loot, I'm gonna have to take it off their cold dead body. And number 3, cause I'm a dumbass, if a player dies with the loot in his hand, I'm not allowed to take it. Seeing that the ground is not part of the inventory of the player who did the dying, when it touches the ground, it cannot be considered mine. Considering the player who did the dying is not a part of the ground on which he's lying, I cannot loot the loot based on the rules I'm currently implying. So basically, player dies with loot in hand, me cannot take said loot. And finally, I'm giving myself the ability to drop any item and pick it back up. Otherwise, I won't be able to craft anything and would surely die. Let the challenge begin! Now to start things off, I spawned in a small town right outside Berezino. And seeing as I'm probably gonna be starving to death, I'm gonna leave the HUD on, so you can know how I'm doing in any given moment. Now my first major obstacle will be finding food and water. Now normally I just go to a well and drink as much water as I needed, but considering I'm only allowed to loot other players, I'm just gonna have to wing it and hope for the best. But luckily for me, not long after I spawned, I noticed someone running off into the distance. So I decided to follow him and try to take his loot. And once I had him cornered in a house, it was Lord of the Flies for this freshie. I'm not gonna lie, he put up a fight, bringing my health down to yellow. But in the end, I claimed my apple. And then I started to head into town and see if I could find anyone else. But from the moment I arrived in town, everything was looking weird. There was chunks of human flesh and bones littered everywhere. And then I noticed a geared guy tossing loot outside. Now it seemed to me he was trying to lure players into the church. Now I'm guessing this was some weird ass P. Diddy church cult or something, so I started my attack. I mean, I was pretty sure this was the guy going around killing everyone. Now, did he do it or did he didn't do it? I didn't know, but one thing I did know was he didn't survive much longer. But this guy put up a hell of a fight and I was way low on health. I was pretty much one punch away from dying. And surprisingly, this dude didn't have anything on him, apart from a bunch of empty guns, a full water canteen, and some other random stuff. So I grabbed all his loot and ran off into the bushes. Now I'm gonna tell you one thing from right now, I've been trying to complete this challenge for over 2 weeks. I have failed at this more times than I can count. And I didn't plan on failing this time, so I had to play things smart. So instead of running around on low health looking for other players, I decided to go into the bushes and wait until my health regenerated. So after finding a nice spot, I sat down and waited for what felt like an hour. And by the time it finished, it was dead in the night. At this point, I've only eaten 2 apples and I knew I would start starving soon. If I hadn't been sitting down one place, I'm sure I would be starving already. The only thing I could think of to do was to cut up the geared guy that I killed and cook his human meat. But in order to do that, I would have to start a fire, which required me getting sticks and barks. And seeing as I could only loot other players, I had to get creative. Now looking back, I should have just went up to a freshie and asked him to cut down some sticks and barks for me, and he probably would have done it. But considering they use my IQ to judge if someone is clinically insane, I came up with the most stupid idea you could think of. My plan was to find a freshie and convince him that I was a part of this big group going around giving out guns. And to get a free gun, all he had to do was to cut down a few barks and sticks and bring it to me. Then of course I would kill him, but I didn't tell him that part. And after a stupidly long time of searching, I finally found someone.
Hello there! I'm going around giving free loot to fresh spawns.
I'd love so.
I come from a very rich group. We have loot crawling out the wazoo.
Oh really? Where's all your friends?
The rest of them are around here giving out free loot to other players.
Oh, lucky you. Well, thank you.
Yes, here's a gun. I have lots more loot and food, but in order to get it, you'll have to do a short initiation.
What is it?
It is simple. All you have to do is cut down 5 barks from a tree and 2 sticks from a bush.
Alright, I can do that.
My friend, what are you doing?
But it was obvious my stupid ass plan didn't work. And I almost got myself killed by a freshie. I mean, this dude managed to beat me so badly I was seeing in black and white. And it seemed no matter who I tried to trick, everyone could just tell something was off with this guy. So I decided to take a different approach I like to call kill a motherfucker. After finding this player, I didn't stop attacking him until he was dead. And luckily for me, he had some food. And not only that, but I cut him up and took all the human meat I could carry. But sadly, in order to cook the human meat, I still needed a way to light a fire. And after killing a zombie, I found exactly what I needed. But I couldn't take it because I'm only allowed to loot players. So I had to come up with an idea so vile, one could only call it diabolical.
Hello? Are you friendly? I just killed a guy up here if you wanted any of the loot. This way. He attacked me, so I had to cut him up. There's the stuff. There's also a matches on the zombie you can take. If you're going inland, the matches will probably be the best thing you need. It's on this zombie right here, the female one. You should grab the matches on this zombie as well. It'll be pretty useful for like starting fires and so, if you're inland.
And after I was sure this player had loot the matches from the zombie.
I mean, let's just say he wasn't gonna get out of there alive.
Luckily for me, my plan worked, and through tricking this player, I managed to get myself a box of matches. Now all I needed to do was start a fire. And it didn't take long before I found a suitable house, and your boy got cooking. So now finally I was good on food and water, and all I needed was some ammo for these guns. So I decided I'd travel over to the other town and see if I could find any. And while traveling, I was eating as much of the human steak as I could. Your boy was doing so good, my belly was full.
Now let me tell you something, brother. You see, when you eat human steak in DayZ, your character gets a sickness called kuru. This means at any given moment your character can just burst out laughing randomly. Now this symbolizes that you're a cannibal, and nobody in DayZ likes cannibals. Now I did not know it at this time, but this would come to play a huge role into whether I lived or whether I died.
But for now, I was feeling really good, so I kept on my journey. And after a while, I reached the other town. But sadly for me, there wasn't a single player in sight. But looking around, I managed to find a magazine with a bunch of bullets. And all I needed to do was to find someone to pick it up for me. But it didn't matter how much I searched or waited, I looked everywhere and there wasn't anyone in this town. So I decided I'd travel all the way back past the town that I originally spawned in and try to get to Betrayal. I knew if there was anyone around, they had to be in Betrayal because Betrayal was a really popular city. But if I knew what was to come, I would beg God himself not to let me go. But I didn't, so I just kept on going. And after running for what felt like forever, passing my original town, I mean hell, I've been running for so long I even grew a sweet beard. I finally made it to Betrayal. And you know what? I was right, there was players everywhere. Almost immediately I found someone.
Hello.
What's up, man? Where you headed to?
I'm just heading into town.
Mind if I join you?
And after asking if he could roll with me, I said yes, and things were going great. Until my character started laughing.
What's the matter?
You just go your way, man.
No, we're friends, aren't we?
Yeah. I'll meet you back over there.
Over where?
Over there by the bridge.
Yeah, let's just head there together. Why are you acting so weird, man?
I just want to go this way real quick, you know?
Bro, why are you acting so weird, man? Hey.
Okay. We're friends.
Come on, man, we're friends. Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
It was obvious that after this guy heard me laughing, he realized I was a cannibal and just wanted to get the hell out of there. He must have realized now that when I said yes to the team up, I didn't see a new friend. I only saw a fresh portable bag of human steak. But sadly for him, escaping wasn't an option and I was starting to get hungry.
I mean, if you were to just die, I don't know what I'd do. It'd probably involve a fire or some steak or something. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. Look, here's a teddy bear to show my friendship for you. Like
that. I would never turn you in a steak, man. You're my best friend.
All right, we're best friends.
Come to think of it, I'm feeling a little peckish.
I think we can find some food in here, definitely. No, I'm good, man. I'm good. If any food, I'll go straight to you. Follow me.
I could tell that this guy only wanted to find a way to escape, and if he knew my gun was empty, he would be gone. So when I saw he found a shotgun in a building, I had a strong feeling it had bullets in there. So before he could shoot me, I started my attack.
Here, look. I don't want to do this.
Oh, there is a fight.
Help.
Oh shit!
And just like that, I was dead. I don't know why, but I was starting to doubt my own intuition. I was beginning to feel like, nah, maybe his gun was empty. And that led to me not being as cautious, and eventually, it earned me my death. I know this is a much shorter video, but this one took the longest of them all. I've been trying to get this done for weeks. So if you could drop a like down below, that would mean a lot. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hey, your boy's right here. Come on, man. But hey, it's like my grandmother used to say,
Get off the computer and come do the dishes, you freaking 50-year-old waste of a man.